I know, right? What an intro. Went a little hard there, and I understand that. I'm Alec, and I would like to explain something. I went to Ellis Island the other day to get something for my aunt TT, and something happened. I brought my camera and I was like, let me take some pictures of old Lady Liberty, and I did, and I'm gonna show them in a minute, and this is a little series I'd like to call A Moment in Time. Some of the things I like to do is photography, along with comedy, which you'll see on this channel, and cars. I would say I'm an all-around car guy, car lover, gearhead, if you will. So in this series, it's going to be called, again, A Moment in Time, because I believe that's what happens when I go and I take photos of things and I do like little. It's just a moment in time for me, and I usually just take these photos, edit them, and then they stay on an external hard drive somewhere forever. And maybe I'll post them on Instagram, but they don't. There's a lot of them that just kind of sit there and do nothing. So I'm gonna share them with you. That's what I want to do. So without further ado, let's get into where I went with Old Lady Liberty. And the first one is the bust, right? Just a little off-centered. Don't have to be too perfect, you know. And not showing everything. I want it to be sort of a little guess, you know. I don't show everything because it's a collection. So, and the next one is the bottom part. It's half of her torso and like the July 4th, 1776. I like that it kind of, you know what it is. You don't have to see the whole thing to know what it is. That's the part of the statue, very famous statue. And then the bottom part, I feel like doesn't get any attention. I don't know why. I'm kind of noticing this now. They're all to the left. I don't know why, but yeah. So the part of her lower knees and foot, you know, you don't really see much. But I like to do that, like to be part or show parts of. I like to show parts that aren't normally seen. And then my favorite part, the last part, is the torch. And just the torch, you know. I like how it stands alone. Also, I got very blessed with a very blue day. It was a good contrast. And the flame, actually the flame is in the center of the picture, believe it or not. No, it's not. I lied. And then what I want to do is a four-part collection of this where they're all together, and it looks like this. All of them together, separately, but together, as you can see, and then the bust being the biggest one. I like it. I want to hang this on a wall somewhere. Maybe it'll be in the Louvre one day. And then this next one is very much inspired by the movie The Brutalist, if you've ever seen it. It's a great film. And a part in the very beginning of the movie, the Statue of Liberty is actually upside down. And I didn't want to copy it, but I liked it being sideways. I think it's a different, you know, you kind of tilt your head at it. And a beautiful seagull's wing is right there, and in the foreground there. And then just an easy one. This is one of two people in the head, and they're kind of looking at. I feel like this is actually how you see the Statue of Liberty when you're on a boat. And there's people. You're not alone all the time. There's probably people. And that's what you get. And then I like this one. This one is the Statue of Liberty, and then the One World Trade Center in one shot. Had to get it. I feel like this is one. If you're a photographer, you got to get this one. You know, if you're on the boat, you look for this shot. You got to get it. And I think this is a unique one. You know, I see a lot of them, and I'm like, I don't know how you got that one, but this is. This is how I got it. And then this one's another unique angle, I think, in between someone's shoulder, I think, and a part of the boat. There's a part of the boat that kind of jetted out, and I think just in between someone, the things in the foreground out of focus, Statue of Liberty in focus. And then this is a classic one, you know, right in the middle, a little overexposed, just a tiny bit. And in the background, this is the one you see all the time. You have to do that. You have to do the ones that everyone does to kind of see how that's how I do it. I see like, oh, this is my interpretation of the classic head, shoulder, torch. And then last one, this one I feel like is the side, again, another one that possibly would look like it's from, like you're on the boat coming in, You're on the boat coming in, this is what you're gonna see. And then another thing I like to do, I like to show parts of very famous areas, but the thing like on the side, the part that no one really looks at, or isn't the main attraction. Like this, there's a buoy that sits there. That the boat has to go around it actually. If you're on the boat, on one of the ferries of the boats, and it looks cool. It's seen a lot of boats. And then of course you have to get the very edge of Manhattan, the lower part of Manhattan, Battery Park, and so forth. It's crazy that you think like this is what some cities look like, and then there's a whole island of it behind it. It's kind of cool how that sits. It looks like it's alone, but it's very much part of many buildings. And then of course you got to get Staten Island Ferry, just sitting there looking cool. I think it looks cool. It's orange, so it kind of it stands out a little bit in the blue, very blue background. Yeah, I don't know, something about it. That orange and the blue Staten Island with the green in the background really stands out. Looks cool. And then this last photo, I saved it for the last photo, but this is the first thing you'll see. If you've never been to the Statue of Liberty, you've probably only seen it close up and personal. You've seen it in a textbook, you've seen it on other people's photos. It's always the ones that are, right there, right in front of you. But if you go to Manhattan and you actually see the Statue of Liberty, this is what it looks like. It's far, far, far away. This is not zoomed in at all, and it's tiny. You're like, what? That's it? That's the Statue of Liberty? Of course, when you get closer to it, you're like, wow, this is amazing. It's beautiful, and it is. But when you see it, if you come out of the subway and you're in Battery Park and you're kind of like, oh, and this is your first shot, it's like, what? That's it. And I like the realism there. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Those are my 14 pictures that I took of the Statue of Liberty and around. I hope you enjoyed this. This is a little moment in time. And I really hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed this, please click subscribe, like this. If you want, comment down below. That'd be awesome. I'd love to hear what you think about all these photos. And I'll see you in the next video.